we still have to stay within 5 minutes. We can't just, go back and forth forever. No, he's not done. He's done. He's not done. He's done.
Yeah. We can always play it with, we'll see how the rest of the season unfolds. That ends it. All right, Vig. Let's talk about our highest paid player.
Jeter?
We can only wish. We can only wish we were getting Jeter's production out of our highest paid player. The lightning rod, Alex Rodriguez.
Yeah.
I mean, just look at his stats as to where we are halfway through the season.
How about that number?
That's the worst stat of them all. I mean, yes, we are the Yankees with limitless money, but that's still a lot, big chunk of limitless money.
We're not limitless anymore because the whole $189 million threshold that we want to stay underneath, because then you're paying 50 cents for every dollar. You go above that luxury tax as of next year.
It's true, and as of next year, this
Gotta be
number,
yeah,
this number is going to be
now
6 of all of our
now
players.
A $220 million payroll used to not matter.
Right.
Now it matters.
Now it matters. But where we stand right now with the lightning rod
At the All-Star break.
he is batting .269, so that's not good. Well, 30 points below the career average there. I mean, that's like your kind of guy who fills in, who is a general average replacement player starter around the league. That's .269.
It's average.
Right.
It's average. That whole line is average.
Yeah, 13 home runs.
That's a little above average, but the rest is average.
The one that really bothers me, especially because A-Rod is our third, fourth, or fifth batter, where it depends on how the lineup shakes out,
exactly.
is this number here, the 38 RBIs. Okay, I mean, and a guy who should be driving the runs in, he's not. Throw it over, real cut and dry. Is A-Rod done?
Okay, so you want me to answer whether
yes,
A-Rod's
yeah,
done?
is A-Rod done?
You're not going to answer A-Rod's done, so I'm going to answer whether...
You go, and then I'll tell you my opinion.
Then you're going to retort.
Right, I think you might know where I'm going based on what I've said so far. Is A-Rod done?
Right, so I'm going to defend A-Rod.
So you are saying, proclaiming to the internet world that A-Rod is not done.
I am. I'm proclaiming to the webosphere.
The Fixin' Big fans.
That A-Rod is not done, and here's why. We do have a little bit of a, I know it's a little bit of a unique case study, but Jeter looked horrendous last year. Derek Jeter looked horrendous last year. And although he is really living off of his hot start this year, he was hitting 400 after a month and a half, and now he's hitting 300, which means he's been very bad since then.
Sure.
He hasn't looked overmatched, even when he's been, getting, not getting hits.
Right.
But he looked overmatched last year, Jeter did. A-Rod looks overmatched right now, right? He just looks bad. He looks like even when he is swinging fastball and looking fastball, he's fouling it off, right? Okay, and the Boston series was a great example. The Boston series leading into the All-Star. I mean, he sat on 2-0 fastballs and would foul it back.
I'm still not sure how you're converting what you're saying, which is my argument, into him not being done.
I shall.
Here we go.
So I was already saying that the case study, Derek Jeter, who looked done last year and who has bounced back this year, there's a little bit of a template. And I do think that A-Rod has the skill set to change his game. I think he needs to change his game. I think he needs to stop. Right now, he's a guy who holds all the way at the end of the bat, like half of his left end hand is hanging off the bat. Real big, loopy type of Darryl Strawberry type of swing. We've seen A-Rod cut down on that and go to more of a line drive approach. I just think that he needs to make that change over the course of an off season and go into a season with a different swing. I think his hand-eye coordination is still good enough, but not good enough to have that long, loopy swing that he's sustained over his whole career.
Fair enough. Good points, but I'm going to go on the other side of the fence, obviously. I think you can probably tell by now. I'm going to say he is done. And I'm going to use some of your, what you said as my reasons. Is he has looked overmatched. That's what kills me about A-Rod. Is there's one, everybody slumps. We get that, but he just doesn't look good at the plate. I'm not confident in him driving in runs for us. Going back to the 38 RBIs from the 4 and 5 spot in the lineup most of the time, with a lot of runners on base, with Jeter batting over 300, with Granderson in front of him, Swisher sometimes. Gardner's going to be coming back. I mean, if he ends the season at 76 RBIs with a team like the Yankees in front of him, that's embarrassing. Don't even mention the fact that we owe him 5 more years after this year at that price tag. Right. So
highest paid player in baseball.
Highest paid player in baseball still. And I mean, I'd be more than happy, I'd be okay signing up for the $30 million if you could give me 280, a guaranteed 30, and
30 and 100.
Right, yep, give it to me, good.
You sign up right now for 280, 30, and 100.
I'll take that. But I don't see that happening this year. And the problem is over the next 5 years, I see it even going lower than that.
Totally logical. I just think that A-Rod's skill set, we talked about this before, it's why I was so disappointed in Melky Cabrera, because he became a major leaguer at 20.
Right.
Okay, and he never became better until this year than he was a 20-year-old, even when he was 26, right?
Yeah.
So A-Rod broke in as an 18, 19-year-old, which means he's a special player.
Right.
So I don't see his hand-eye coordination going down overnight.
No, that doesn't change, yeah.
I just think he needs to change his swing, and it will result in fewer home runs. Everything you said is logical. I'm just not ready to write him off due to one half of bad baseball.
If he turns into, and this is going to be a kind of a strange name to throw it out there,
Yeah.
but I'm going to throw out Harold Baines. Remember him? He was the classic DH for years.
Professional hitter.
Professional hitter. He would bat a solid 300. He'd hit 15, 18 home runs, and he'd drive in 90 or so runs for the Baltimore Orioles. I'll take that guy from Alex Rodriguez, even at $30 million a year in 2013, 14, 15. Just give me a professional hitter that I can count on to get a couple big hits. Whereas right now, A-Rod comes up with first and second, 1 outs. I just hope he doesn't hit a double play.
That is a very good analogy, and Harold Baines put together some really good at-bats, some big at-bats. He was the kind of guy who, if you're the opposition, you didn't want to see him coming up in a big moment.
No.
That's who
Even at 38 years old.
Right, and if A-Rod's not going to be a big numbers guy, at least let him be a professional guy. Good analogy.
Harold Baines,
Good analogy.
man.
It is, because if you move into being 38, 40 years old, but you can still put together quality at-bats.
That's what Harold Baines did.